Hiya guys, and welcome back to another mod spotlight for Minecraft 1.9.4. Today we're going to be looking at Quark, and to quote Vasky, quote, "What I would add if I was hired at Mojang, the mod." So essentially what this mod is it's a series of tweaks that Vasky would have made to Minecraft if they were working at Mojang, as the quote suggests. It's a modular mod. It has an extensive mod options, which are very, very helpful, and this is what we're going to be looking at first before I get into the details of what these modules do. It has 7 modules: automation, building, decoration, management, tweaks, vanity, and world. Each contain their own series of tweaks within it. So automation has dispensers, place seeds, ender watcher, obsidian, pressure plate, rain detector, or say vanity, which has diable, elytra, emote system, firework, cloning, and sit-in stairs. So all of these things are enabled by default, but you are welcome to configure them. And right now I would highly suggest you configure them before you put effort into your world, because there's, I think it's a bug. I'm not quite sure. I haven't been able to talk to Vasky about it. But the configs, or a lot of the configs, won't actually take place until you've set them and then restart your world. Now, it does actually have a normal config file, so you can adjust it that way if you would like. The old school fashioned way. But the fact that this is here in the game, in the mod options, is extremely useful. So let's get started looking what's included. In the automation module, we have the ability for dispensers to place seeds. We have the ender watcher. This is directly taken from Vasky's other mod, Botania, which is good to see because it's very useful. As you can see, what it's doing is when I look at it, crosshair on it specifically, it's very sensitive. It produces a redstone signal, and in this case it's turning on a lamp. We have the obsidian pressure plate. I can push this, but if I get a Mr. Zombie... Oh, right, he's not going to attack me because I am in creative. Good one, me. No, that's still creative. Okay. Yeah. Come over here before you die. And step on that. Please. No, don't go around it. There you go. So you walked over it and nothing happened. Fantastic. We also have the weather sensor. Now this has a very special recipe, so I'm not going to show you that just yet. But if I do toggle downpour or downfall, the lamp will turn on. Very simple, very cool. And if I obviously turn the rain off again, it will turn off. So next we have the building module, which you got a glimpse of when I was fighting the zombie. It allows you to make sugarcane blocks, stairs, slabs, and walls. If I take a look at sugarcane, it's simply made of 9 sugar canes. So that's pretty simple. We also have stairs and slab variants of vanilla stone that you couldn't make before for some reason, but now you can. We also have thatch blocks. This is also new. Thatch is made of 4 wheat rather than hay bales, which are made of 9. You can also make stairs and slabs out of that too, usually using the usual recipes. You can make walls out of sandstone, diorite, stone, granite, andesite, red sandstone, quartz, bricks, stone bricks, prismarine bricks, dark prismarine bricks, the ender bricks, endstone bricks, and purple bricks. All of these walls finally added. You can also make another new block, which is hardened clay tiles. So if I look up hardened clay tiles, these are simply made of 4 hardened clay tiles in the brick pattern, and that gives you the tiles. Now, I'm not showing you all the tiles you can make here, but if it's got a stained clay variant, you can make tiles of it. Pretty simple. Okay, and moving on, we have bark blocks. Bark blocks are made with 4 of the logs of the various types, and it's simply just a variant which has the bark texture on all sides of the block, no matter what you're looking at. So that's pretty useful. It's one of my favourite actually, because I like making beams and things across roofs using logs. You also have polished stone, so that is made with 4 stone slabs will give you 2, or 2 stone slabs will give you 1, and it's basically just the texture from the top of a stone slab on all sides of a full block. Then you have snow bricks. Snow bricks are made how you would expect, with 4 snow blocks, and that'll get you snow bricks. You can also make stairs, slabs and walls out of them. You then have carved wood. Carved wood is made with 4 slabs to get you 2. It doesn't have the single recipe, unfortunately, but there you go. You can make it out of all different kinds, and it makes a pretty nice tiled floor look if you wanted to. For here I have bricks as a comparison, but you can make sandy bricks now, which is a lot nicer if you ask me, because it's not so gaudy as the red bricks. Those would be useful for accents now, but sandy bricks are an option too, and those are made with bricks and sand. Go figure. You can also make, obviously, sandy bricks, stairs, slabs and walls. Moving on to the decoration module. The decoration module contains more types of banners. This one, this symbol, is made with an ender eye. You can of course dye these. I haven't bothered dyeing these. You can dye these however you would normally like with banners, but this one is made with an ender eye. This one is made with the end dragon's head. This one is made with an iron sword, and this one is made with an iron chest piece. The next thing we have is varied trapdoors. So this, like the doors from 1.8? 1.8? Yeah, I think so. With the different wood types for doors, now you have different wood types for trapdoors. So you have your spruce, your birch, your jungle, your acacia, and your dark oak. Then we have the lit redstone lamp. Don't get this confused with an inverted redstone lamp, because this does not respond to redstone. I can put a lever on this, or next to it rather. I can't actually put the lever on it, and it does not respond to a redstone signal. So it's not an inverted lamp, despite what it may seem. It's just a redstone lamp that is always lit no matter what, so you don't need a redstone torch or lever or block to be there. This is a blaze lamp. It's the opposite of the prismarine lamp, in that the prismarine lamp is an aqua lamp and this one is a fire lamp. So the blaze lamp is made with 4 blaze rods and 5 blaze powder. Pretty expensive, but pretty cool too. Then you have paper walls. Paper walls are for all your Japanese themed building needs. Paper walls are made of 6 sticks and 3 paper for 6 paper walls. Pretty cool. Next we have management. Now we're getting into stuff which isn't so block based. The management systems you have in this module include the ability to favorite items. As you can see, I have favorited most of these, not the spawn zombie egg and not my diamond axe, but also I have favorited these and favorited the bucket. This will make a lot of sense in a second. But if I hold Control and click on the diamond axe, it will become favorited. If I click on it again, it is no longer favorited. So, in this chest I have 64 cobblestone. If I press this button here, it's going to look for any chests in the vicinity that it can put the items into, and it will try and do so. So in here you'll find cobblestone and oakwood planks. If I hold shift, you'll notice that the arrow turns blue. Also, you'll see that the items that I've favorited have a lock on them. It'll turn blue, which is smart mode. Now if I click this, only the cobblestone goes in there. Why? Because there was only cobblestone in the chest to begin with. This obviously makes it easy for sorting. With the X on the bar, you'll notice that that didn't get put into the chest. That's because that is on my action bar. Everything in the action bar, favorited or not, is protected. It's only stuff in this window that it cares about. And you'll notice that the bucket didn't go in because it's favorited. If I undo the bucket and then click this, all of it goes in. So we will take those out. Next, we have the chest buttons, same deal. This one takes everything from the chest that it can and puts it in your inventory. This one is the same as the normal click in our inventory. And this one is the same as the shift click in our inventory. So that is chest management and the chest buttons. Then you'll notice that like you're able to press a button. I'm pressing 1 here from items in your inventory and it'll put in that slot. And if I do 2 on here, it'll put it in where the pickaxe is, right? So I can put those back. But there is no way to do that with the shield slot in vanilla Minecraft. Well, Vatsky added the F key in your inventory to be able to do that. So if I press F on the diamond shovel, now the shield and diamond shovel have swapped. And I can do that all day. So that allows you to swap with the appropriate slot. Next, under management, we have nothing. I'm done with that one. I have a little list here that I'm reading off just to make sure, because this mod has a lot of different things in it, and I'm trying to get through them very fast. But next we have Vanity. In Vanity we have Diable Elytra. The Elytra, of course, being the cape that lets you fly. Let's run up this ladder and see if I can not embarrass myself. Yes, I did. I can't remember how to use the Elytra. I think it's you hold space again. Yeah, there we go. So that's the Elytra that lets you fly. The Diable Elytra, as the name suggests, if I put this and this in my inventory, I get a red Elytra. Very cool. So that is Diable Elytra. Let's get on some more. There's the wrong chest. We have the ability to duplicate fireworks. This is, to some extent, an exploit, but it's not a very good one, since fireworks can't be used for anything other than looking fancy. Hello, zombie. Hello, how you doing? Get off my set, please. Good. So say you have a fancy firework, right? One that you spent a long time putting together with all the different firework stars and gunpowder, and it's a pain in the ass to design a firework in vanilla Minecraft. It's cool, but it's a pain in the ass. If you take empty rockets, which is just a piece of gunpowder and paper, and put it in your crafting inventory with a custom firework, then you can turn the whole lot into your custom firework. Pretty cool. As I said, that's an exploit, because obviously when you're making firework stars and stuff like that, you're using extra gunpowder and objects and stuff like that, but it's not much of an exploit because, seriously, you can't use fireworks for anything other than looking cool. So why? Next up we have the ability to sit in our stairs. You simply right click, well, the shield's getting in the way apparently. Right click with an empty hand and you will sit in some stairs. This is very cool because in vanilla Minecraft people often like to use stair blocks as a version of a seat, and now you can. Now we have me sitting in some stairs. Very cool. And obviously get out of the stairs with a shift click. Very annoying that the shield interrupts that, but there you go. The mod is not perfect. And that's probably just a side effect of either Minecraft or just oversight by Vanity, because as I said, there's a lot in this mod. Next up we have World. Now the World module changes things in terms of world spawning, hence the name World. And first up we have Basalt. Basalt will spawn in the Nether. I'm not going to go into the Nether and show you, but it will spawn much the same way as clay or sand or whatever spawns in other places. It'll spawn in big clumps and you mine it up as this one here. This is basic basalt. Then if you take basic basalt and you put it in a 4 pattern, you'll get polished basalt, which is this one up here. And if you do the same with polished basalt, you get basalt bricks. Basalt bricks can be made into stairs, slabs, and walls. Cool. Next up we have bioite. Bioite, I think? Biotite, actually, not bioite. Biotite appears once you have killed the Ender Dragon, and it appears on the main end island. And only the main end island, but after you've killed the Ender Dragon. So it spawns in clumps. And therefore it's actually renewable, because every time you kill the Ender Dragon, you'll get more biotite spawning. If you break a biotite block, you get biotite shards. I think it's biotite shards. No, it's just called Ender biotite. And if you use Ender biotite the same way that you would use quartz, you get biotite. Block of biotite, to be specific. You get stairs, walls, and slabs, of course. And if you use 2 biotite on top of each other, you get the biotite pillar. See, block of biotite. And if you put 2 slabs on top of each other, you get chiseled biotite, which is the bottom one here. So pretty much it's a black variant of quartz. Now, you'll notice I never showed you the recipe for the weather sensor over there. If we look at the weather sensor now, though, it has the same recipe basically as a daylight sensor, except it uses purple slabs and Ender biotite. Cool. Right, moving right along to tweaks. Now, tweaks is the biggest list of the whole lot. So to start off with, we have armor stands with arms on them now. This is useful because now I can give it a shield and sword and everything is nice and happy. I don't think I can give you the item in the other hand though. I'm not sure, I could just be derping out. Next we have the brewing stand. Nothing has actually changed here. It's specifically to do with Dragon's Breath. Although I think this has actually been fixed in recent versions of Minecraft. Dragon's Breath, in any case, when you craft it to make a lingering potion, it used to leave behind a glass bottle in this slot, which you couldn't remove or interact with. You would have to manually go in and take the bottle out, which defeats the point in using a hopper with the brewing stand, which was a recent addition. So Vadsky made a tweak which simply makes it that if you make something with the Dragon's Breath into a lingering potion, it no longer leaves the bottle behind. Simple as that. So if I went and got a splash potion, and let's take a splash potion of leaping, because that's going to come in handy in a second. Actually, no, we don't want that one. We want this one. Excuse me. Please do not rain on my parade. Next up, we have glass shards. Simply, if you break some glass, you get some shards back. Between, I think, 2 and 4. I've mostly been getting 4, though. I think that's configurable. Tweaks. Glass shards. There's a little bit of a bug here where the tooltips run off the side, but you'll just have to take my word for it. No, this was not one of the ones with an option. So, there you go. Oh, our potion is done. We have a lingering potion of leaping. Sweet deal. It does leave a glass bottle behind. So they didn't fix it in recent versions. This is exactly why I had this turned off in here. The reason why I have a glass bottle in there now is because I restarted my Minecraft between recording this session. But if I turn that on, it's not going to work right now. I'll have to restart Minecraft again. But you can take my word for it, that glass bottle that was sitting in there would not exist. So you don't get glass bottles back with Dragon's Breath, but I mean glass bottles are not much of a bonus compared to having your brewing stand gummed up and unable to be automated. Cool. So door knocking. Door knocking is pretty neat. Simply, if you have an empty hand and you left click the door to punch it, the sound is louder than usual and other players can hear it quite easily. This beats doing this. Basically is how Vasky views it, and that's how I view it too. So it's very handy, door knocking. There you go. The next thing we have is ladders. Ladders, you can climb them and you can go down them very slowly just by letting yourself drop. But now what Vasky has done, if you look down on a ladder, you'll climb down very fast. I think I have not restarted Minecraft since I played around with that option. I'll be right back. Okay, so just restarted Minecraft, and as expected, the option is now working. You climb very quickly down ladders. Just to prove a point, you can't just save and quit to the menu. It will not make the config suddenly work. Although I didn't really show that off properly. Mod options, Quark, tweaks. If we turn off descend ladders quickly, and then I go back to the menu, you'll notice that it still works. You have to quit Minecraft, close it down completely, and reload it. I'm sure that's just a problem with the recent 1.9, and Vasky's on a bit of a hiatus at the moment, so don't expect that to get fixed anytime soon. Still a very, very incredible mod, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be included in basically every mod pack in the future. So note blocks, this is pretty cool. If we take a head of a mob, let's take a zombie for example, and you put it on the front of the note block, this is, or any of the side blocks to be specific, and then you, pretty cool. If we break that head off, take a creeper head instead, we can now scare the bejesus out of people. So yeah, if you put it on top, doesn't work. I think that's just a bug though. Now you'll see that this sign is spelt wrong. This is spelt wrong. Now, normally you would have to break the sign, replace it, and write it all out again. If you right click with the tweak enabled, you can now just edit it. This is spelt, oh, I'm going to make mistakes anyway, spelt right. Okay, so you don't need to break the signs anymore. Pretty cool. Another thing is to set the time to 0. But if I get a horse, and let's get some carrots, and let's get some, no, that should do. Is it carrots? I can't remember. This is embarrassing. Ah, it's just right clicking, that's right. So, let's tame this horse very quickly. Yep, there we go. Now you love me. But I can't stay mounted to it because I don't have a saddle. So, let's get the saddle. A problem with mounts in the past was that if you tried to use a bow while on the mount, and let's prove point, you could shoot your own mount, and that was terrible. But now you'll see that I cannot shoot my mount at all. I can shoot myself, obviously, but I can't harm the horse even if I wanted to. So, lots of tweaks, lots of fun. Next, we have the snow golem. My snow golem has disappeared. This is not good. It had a name tag and everything. If I get a snow golem, let me get into creative for this actually. Slash create. What? No, it's not the command at all. That's adventure mode. Right. So if we build a snow golem, get the stuff out of here with a pumpkin. We have a cute little snow golem now. Get an anvil. And a name tag. And I will change this to Rorax. I can then name the golem. So now we have a golem named Rorax, but that is not the cool bit, because you could always do that. If we get a witch, and then spawn the witch, and let the witch kill the snow golem, which will happen eventually. Snow golem's going to win this fight, isn't it? There we go. Alright. You'll see that the snow golem dropped my head. So you need to have a snow golem with a name tag with the name of the person that you want to have the head of. So if I build another snowman, let's do it again for proof. For proof. And well, before I put you together, because I'm just going to keep that witch around. Name tag. And let's change this to Pahamar, one of the founders of Forgecraft, IRC, and Pahicraft. If we get a pumpkin, name it Pahamar, let the witch kill it. Oh, that was a heck of a lag. But you'll see now we have Pahamar's head. So, there it is. Cool. So, that is how that works. Next, we have no potion shift. This means that normally when you have a potion effect on your character, since about 1.8, the potion effect would shift the entire GUI to the right, so that the potion effects were more centered in the screen. But if I use this lingering potion here, I will get jump boost, and it will not be pushed off to the right. That is what no potion shift does. Now, while I have jump boost, this is important. Jump boost works as normal, but if I just walk towards this block, I will walk up it. So this is jump boost 2, and specifically it gives you step assist. Now, I'm not entirely sure how useful this is going to be because of the fact that it's a potion effect rather than an enchantment. I think it would be much more useful as an enchantment, but you can't get it as an enchantment. If I hold shift, I will not step assist. If I let go, up I go. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You get step assist from jump boost. Let's just see. Yes, right. If I have any slabs, originally you used to not be able to convert them back into blocks. Okay, but if I go back into normal game mode and stack them on top of each other, I can get bricks. This is very strange. This was not what I expected at all. But I think if we break these, we will get normal bricks back. Yes, we do. I'm wondering what that problem is. Again, this is bugs with 194. See, that works fine. Let's try another vanilla one. Those work fine too. It's just specifically bricks, huh? Yep. If we use stone slabs, you'll get stone. Cool. So you can backwards craft that stuff. Next. Oh, this is a quality of life one to be sure. Crafting table. Making stairs used to give you, I think, 4 stairs or 3 stairs per craft. Well, now you get 8 because that's mathematically correct. You get 8. Get 8 stairs per 5 blocks. So there you go. That's wonderful. Correct amount of blocks. There you go. Cool. Let me just check my notes here. Fast ascend ladder. Yes, we talked about that. Alright, okay, we have a couple of things. We have greener grass, specifically, from tweaks. And we're going to go back to world in a second, but I wanted to do everything in this area first. If we go back to Quark, and we go to tweaks. This one, I can actually change. Because of these options here. I can actually change by logging in and logging out and logging back in. If I change these to the defaults that come with the mod, and then I save and quit and go back, greener grass says what it does on the tin. It makes the grass greener. And it shifts it by hue values. I'm not entirely sure whether that's 0 to 255 or 0 to negative 255, but whatever way that Vazki has done it, more green means more green, less blue means less blue, less red means less red, etc. I think you can even do some really silly stuff using greener grass by technically doing something like this. And you can make your grass absolutely silly colours. Yep. Now we've got some sort of savanna-like situation going on. Very cool. Now let's go back to world after I've reset these. The reason why I'm changing the options here rather than just turning the mod off is the same reason as I would have to restart Minecraft to get the effect to reset. But if I do it like this, I can just log out and log back in and everything will look nice again. Let's get into creative. Game mode, one word, 1. Yes, I did it right the first time. If we dig straight down, we may be lucky. We may not be lucky also. Let's try and get lucky. We're not going to get lucky. We didn't even get a cave. How terrible is that? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and here is a prime example of what I was trying to find. Clay spawns underground. So no longer do you have to go digging in water to find clay, because clay is often something people want, and it's just a pain to go digging around in water for it. So now you can find clumps, much like you can find dirt clumps underground, of clay. Next, we also have large mushrooms spawn in swamps. So now we have this very cool looking situation where we can have cool large mushrooms from mushroom biomes spawning in swamps, as it says on the tin. There's a couple of things from the mod that I haven't talked about. The first one is from the building section. There is something in the configs called World Stone. I couldn't figure out what that was. World Stone bricks. And if I look at World Stone, nothing shows up. And if I look at Quark, nothing shows up there either. Oh, you also see you can get glass shards of all different colours of stained glass as well. But there is nothing here called Worldstone or even close to being called Worldstone, so I'm not entirely sure what that particular option does. And the next one is there's another option here called Buried Treasure. I mean, the name is pretty descriptive of what it could be, but I have not been able to find any buried treasure. Regardless. So there is something called buried treasure, and I imagine it's like a dungeon loot chest or something, and I imagine it'll be in beaches from the name, or on jungles or something like that. I am not entirely sure. And there was no listing of it on the Quark website, but there you go, buried treasure. We also have guardians spawning in ocean. You might have been able to hear those around the place, but they are out here. They are out here, and they are prepared to hurt things. I saw you. Here you are. Yeah, so now guardians don't just spawn at guardian temples, they can also spawn in oceans. Remember, and I say this now with talking about guardians, some people find guardians very annoying. Everything in this mod is configurable. That's the entire point. You can turn on entire modules, turn off entire modules, or you can go into those modules specifically and turn off and on features. Our friends the chickens, they can also shed feathers. This is also another Britannia favourite brought to Quark. And I helped Vazki in producing, so I'm a little bit biased for this particular thing, creating emote icons. Emotes are very cool if I change my camera angle so that we are looking at my character, and then we go to emotes. I can wave, I can salute, I can say yes, I can say no, I can toggle downfall, I can cheer, clap, point, shrug, facepalm, headbang. So that's very fun. The emote system, other players obviously can see it. That's the entire point. So you can communicate via gestures. Very cool little feature, and I'm very happy that I was able to help, even in a small way. Here we go. We've got chickens laying feathers. That's not the correct language for that. But there you go. Cool. So that, I think, wraps up our mod spotlight for Quark and everything in it so far. No, there is one more thing which I am so happy about. I badgered Vazki so often. Vazki put out a call, what things can I add to Quark that people would like to see quality of life options? And I badgered Vazki for this. Oh, I did. If I get a zombie spawn egg, and we go a bit zombie spawning crazy, eventually we'll get a certain someone at some point. That's loud and annoying. You're in here somewhere. Where are you? There! It burns! The baby zombie is burning. Everything makes sense in the world. That is my favourite thing in Quark. And it's mostly my favourite thing in Quark because I asked for it, and eventually it happened. I don't think Vazki was too interested in it first, but I was badgering enough that it eventually happened. So, thank you all for watching this mod spotlight on Quark, getting into this deep dive on the mod and explaining all the features within it. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you for the next mod spotlight, whatever that may be. Onward and upward. Bye-bye.